read everybody.
Okay, so everyone has a story. This is a story about people who can are there yet, are sometimes not there. Is this the introduction?
Yes.
This is a, yeah, okay. Okay, please, Mark. Sorry.
We're all learning. Fellow Toastmasters, most welcome guests and our Toastmaster. I'm going to be speaking from personal experience tonight. In his book, Sapiens, Yuval Noah Harari.
Mark, back up more.
Okay, if I back up more, I might cut off my head. Hold on. How's that?
Good.
So he stated and talked about how the first bands of people, the foragers and the hunters, would, when they go about their business, if somebody accidentally sustained a spinal cord injury or any other kinds of disability, something that would disable them, they could no longer forage, they could no longer hunt, so they couldn't care for themselves and take care of their needs. The band would literally discard them. In our modern era, that doesn't happen. If somebody has a disabling condition, if they become, for instance, paralyzed, the society is large enough that it can sustain their needs and they're no longer discarded. However, these people are sometimes ignored and often become invisible. By the way, the title of my speech is Invisible People. It's one of the things that you would normally read. The Americans with Disability Act was signed into law on July 26, 1990 by George H.W. Bush. The reason that the ADA was put into motion and created into law was to help overcome the challenges that people with disability had in society and to make them visible by eliminating barriers. But not everyone got the memo. I'm going to give you some examples of why that is relevant to me and to others that have in mind. Again, I'm going to focus on spinal cord injury because we feel that we are invisible. A while back, I was at a restaurant with my wife, and we were both reading the menu. The server approached us, looked at my wife, and asked her what I wanted for dinner. It was incredible. I couldn't believe it. We quickly corrected him. It was a faux pas for, I don't know what reason, but I'm sitting here. I feel like I'm invisible, not a good feeling. Not too long ago, I was at a doctor's office with my wife. The doctor walked in holding my chart. He's reading the chart, he's looking through it. It's all about me and what just happened to me. This is in the middle of the year, last year in July and through October. He's looking through all this information and he's about ready to start talking. And he looks at my wife, who's sitting next to me. I'm sitting right here, and starts talking to her about what happened to me, what my plan of care is. This is a medical professional. He wasn't even looking at his own patient. It's the kind of thing that is not a good feeling. My friend, Joe, tells me that when he's rolling around and people are walking past him on a sidewalk, for instance, he often notices that people look the other way or look down at their phone to avoid making eye contact. That makes him feel like he's homeless. My friend Casey says that because of the uncomfortable feeling that she gets when people are looking at her or not looking at her, she smiles. Her biggest smile is her smile is so big that it just lights up everywhere she goes, and it melts people's hearts, and it helps them see that she's visible. It's one of the ways that she overcomes it. When I first started thinking about putting this speech together, I want to let you know that there was a lot of anguish over how I was going to describe an invisible person. Do you remember back in grade school or in school, in any level of schooling, and you liked somebody, but they thought they just ignored you, they didn't even know you existed? Or how about that time at work, where everyone celebrates birthdays, but your birthday comes around and nobody's celebrating with you? It makes you feel invisible? Yeah, I get that. That's how it feels when people ignore me or anybody who's disabled. We're a minority, but because of the ADA, we shouldn't be a minority of invisible people. I take it upon yourself now, and hopefully you'll see from some of this information, some of these ideas and concepts, that the next time you see a person with rolling around in a wheelchair, that you will look at them in the eye, maybe put your hand out to shake it or not, maybe just wave. It depends on what time where we are in COVID. And you'll recognize that that person is just like you are. Madam Toastmaster.